Hello, everyone. I'm Hannah from ProBroker Agency, and I'm here with another episode of Ask the Expert with Rob Sutherland. Rob, I want to know, how can people avoid getting constant spam calls?
Oh my goodness, the scam calls. They're just ridiculous. My wife got one the other day and she got into an argument with the guy trying to confront him about what kind of a person he was and why he'd be calling her and lying and pretending to be the bank. And wow, what a waste of time. I think it's just silly these days how much the penetration is with scam callers calling from legitimate phone numbers, calling from phone numbers that you would recognize, that type of thing. We're at a different level now of people using phones in the wrong way. And I think that that's something to be very cognitive these days.
Yeah, absolutely. And is it true that scammers can record your voice and use it with AI?
It's true. It's true. If you answer the phone now and you say, "Hey, it's Rob. How are you doing today?" They can take that and record it and put it into an AI robot and create a robot of you and then start calling and getting credit cards and applying for loans and things like that and calling your family members and asking for money. You've got to be very careful when you answer the phone. Now, let them talk first. Answer calls from trusted numbers. I think that's one of the things that I mentioned in the previous question is that people are calling from trusted numbers, but hey, it's more likely that it's going to come from a big company or something like they're going to use like your bank or the CRA or the IRS or something like that and pretend to be them. It's not going to be one of your friends. It's not going to be a local business or something like that where they're going to scam that number. So it's more likely going to be one of the bigger companies that you have that would know who you are, that type of thing. But that being said, be extra careful and make sure you let them talk first.
Wow, and how has this changed the telemarketing industry?
For us as a telemarketing company, it's added an element of legitimacy to what we do now because we have real people who do real calls who are really nice and aren't scammers. I think sales and marketing and recruiting and everything like that still has to be done over the phone these days. And it's super important to be able to trust your communication channels when you're using a recruiting service or a marketing service that does phone calls, because at the end of the day, those calls do need to be done and people will answer their calls. It just needs to be something legitimate and not something that's a scam. And I put this up here because I'm sure everybody would love to see that on their phone, and have it say, "Oh, it is a scam," and not have to answer it. But I was talking to a realtor the other day and he says he gets 40 or 50 scam calls a day because his number's published online. Well, that's craziness, and there are some spam arrest things you can get for your phone and scam arrest, software so that you can block these calls. And I recommend trying them out. But in the same respect, if you start using those, you might miss calls that you are very important to your business, so it's kind of a thing, a catch-22 right now. You got to be very careful, but still, you want to still receive those calls. So let them talk first when they call you.
Good idea. And for more information, please visit our website at probrokeragency.com. Thanks for sharing, Rob.
All right. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. And hey, if we call you, it's a friendly call. Don't worry.